me, Shani, and today I'm going to be showing you my favorite limited edition eyeshadow palettes that I am so glad I own. So this is kind of like a controversial topic, I feel like, with the makeup community, just because a lot of people hate limited edition stuff because they didn't get their hands on it, or they don't like the whole meaning behind limited edition. Sometimes it's not really limited edition and then they bring it back and people get mad or happy. It's just a whole thing. So I could do more videos on this. Maybe I could do a get ready with me talking about my opinion, but I did see some people on YouTube doing this and I thought it was a good idea, and it's just kind of fun to talk about what limited edition palettes I'm really happy I spent my money on, and that I own, and you know, I'm glad I did it before it was gone. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know how you feel about limited edition products down below. I love to know. I think it's an interesting topic. But alright, so I'm going to start with Colourpop. I have two here, and actually my first palette from them was the Dream Street Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collab, and this is no longer available, and I thought I'd mention it because it really introduced me to Colourpop and I really loved the formula. I loved everything about it, and it's still to this day. I love the packaging and I just love the inside. I think this is one of my favorite neutral palettes just because it has everything you need. I love Shooting Star. It's like the perfect crease shade for me. I love these shimmers. Twinkle, Stardust, and Sweet Dreams are just so gorgeous. I have a really big dip in Sweet Dreams, and I love the pop of blues. And honestly, I was looking back at my Instagram, which is Shake Up Makeup Shan. Definitely follow me there. But I was looking back, and I think honestly my first dip into colorful shades, like outside of pinks and purples, I kind of was dipping into that. But my first like real color experience where I was like, okay, maybe I could branch out of my neutral love, was these two shades, Mermaid Boy and Water Bearer, those blues. I kind of went into those and tried out blue shadows and I really liked it. It was, you know, it's a great palette if you want to try out some color, because you have those blues and you have the pink to kind of allow you to venture out, and I really appreciated that, because before this I really was not going into color, which is crazy to think about. But anyway, and the silver is gorgeous too. Like, there's a lot of cool shades in here, and I think it's a great neutral palette with a little bit of a twist, and I'm really glad I have it. I am. So that is Dream Street. Next is Sweet Nothings, and this one no one talks about. It was one of those Colourpop palettes that came and went really quickly, I think. But what happened was my best friend Nikki really wanted it, and I was like, I didn't want her to have it and me not have it. I know that's so stupid, but I was like, you know what, I want it too. So I got it at Ulta because of her, and I absolutely love it. I do have a pan here, but I take it traveling with me a lot because I love the pinky purples. I love the gold with the purples. These mattes are really nice, and then the shimmers are really gorgeous. I really like the pinky purpleness and then that gold. It's just a really pretty palette, and I'm really glad I have it because nobody talks about it, and I don't know, it's not available anymore. But like Upon a Star 20 something I believe is available in a single, but Cannoli is not, I don't think. 1111 is available as a single, but I don't know. And also I love Tule. I have a pretty big dip in this purple, and I love that. I don't think that's available as a single. So I don't know, it's just a unique color story. I really do travel with it a lot, and I just think it's really me. Like, I really like, you know, you can go neutral with the gold and then the neutral mattes, or you can go purple pinkiness, and that's just all I really need in a travel palette, I feel like sometimes. So I don't know, I really love this one, and I'm really glad I have my hands on it. Yeah, I don't know, let me know if anybody watching this has this palette. Like, I wonder if you guys have it, because nobody talks about it, and it like came and went so quick from Colourpop website or Ulta. Okay, next I'm going to go to Anastasia. So, sultry. I got actually both of the palettes in this video that I'm going to talk about from Anastasia I got from TJ Maxx for 20 bucks each, so that's really cool. But sultry was so good. I did not want it before I saw it at TJ Maxx, and when I saw it at TJ Maxx I was like, yes, I have to, and I'm so glad that I did, because it's such a good palette. It's really like amped up neutrals, and it is so perfect for like New Year's or I don't know, Christmas time. It's like a wedding. It's literally perfect. I love how there's these two pinks in here. I love these silvers and the black here. That was my New Year's look last year. And the neutrals are gorgeous. It's just glam. It's like such a glam palette. And I don't know, I absolutely love it. I have obviously a big pan in Fresh, but I feel like I could pan other shades here because it's just so pretty. The shimmers are so, I don't know, they're so smooth and impactful, while the mattes are so blendable, and they are a little powdery, but I really enjoy Anastasia's formula, and I feel like I was just like, oh, I don't need another neutral palette. But when I saw it at TJ Maxx for 20 bucks, I was like, why not? And I'm so glad I picked it up because it is so worth it. Like, it is so worth it. It is so good. And I reach for this a lot. Like, it's one of my staple palettes. And I was so surprised because I was like starting to get out of the neutral love. I was like getting into more colorful, but this is, you can do a lot with this. And I love the packaging, the shimmerness of it. It's just a really great palette, and I'm so glad I have it. Also, Anastasia, the Subculture palette, I believe this is not available anymore. I got this for $20 at TJ Maxx as well, and I actually am wearing it today. It is one of my Shop My Stash for October palettes because I just think it's such a nice, like, fall type color story. It's just so unique. I love this color story. The blues, the green, the blue, the green, the mustards. I don't know. I just really like it. I wish there was more shimmers. There is only 3. I have Adorn on my lid with All Star in the crease. I'm sorry, All Star in the outer corner and Roxy in the crease, and Cube in the inner corner. So, yep, if you were wondering. But I absolutely love this palette. I just think it's so nice. I love the color scheme. I think this was the second batch, so it's not as problematic, but I still think maybe some of these, like the blue and this purple, can be pretty problematic. Like maybe they stain the eyes, or they are just not as I don't know, they can be a little patchy maybe, but I still love this palette. Electric is literally such a gorgeous, like, shimmery green shade, and I just love this palette. I'm so glad I have it. I think it's really unique and something that I will always find myself reaching for this time of year. And I don't know, I really have to give it to Anastasia for creating such a cool color scheme that I feel like still is unmatched in a lot of ways. Like, I haven't really seen a color story like this ever since it. So I know this one's a little controversial because some people hated the formula, but I really like mine that I have, so had to mention this. I am wearing it today. And then I have 3 more, so I'm going to talk about this one next. Blush Tribe is gone, sadly. I know they have a new brand now. I don't really know much about it, but I did get the Hasina 2 before they closed, and this is a really pretty palette. I'm very glad I grabbed it, even though I don't necessarily agree with how they ended Blush Tribe and then started a new brand right away. I'm wondering if they used that as a marketing tactic because it worked, because I was like, I really wanted this palette and I have to jump on it now because they're closing type of thing. So I don't know, I don't really support their new brand because of that, but I do love this palette. It is such a pretty color scheme. It's like the purple, blue, green type of color story that I feel like no other brands really have done, and these greens are really unique, and the blues are pretty and also unique, and then the purples and pinky tones are really beautiful, and the shimmers here are so like wet looking. They're so shiny and shimmery, and then the mattes are really blendable and pigmented, and I don't know, I think it's such a pretty color story, and I'm so glad I own it. I feel like it's just such a cool palette, so I had to mention this one from Blush Tribe. Speaking of Tribe, I have the Tribe palette from Juvia's Place. I cannot believe that they discontinued this. I don't know why they would. I also heard they discontinued the Deuce palette, and I wanted that one, so that's kind of sad. I didn't need it, but I love Juvia's Place. I just want all their palettes. But this one I picked up for my birthday in May. I bought it for myself as a little birthday gift, and I'm so glad I did, because this is such an interesting color story. It kind of reminds me of Subculture, but not really. But these, oh my gosh, these greens are so beautiful, and then this blue green and this blue shimmer, oh my god, it's like insane. And then even the orange is unique. It has like a lot of yellow, I feel like, into it. It is so beautiful. And then like this shimmer has a lot of green shimmer in it. This gold has green shimmer in it. It's such a unique palette. Like, I feel like literally every shade in here I love and I would not change, and I don't know, they go together really well. Like the orange and the green, and this goes really well with, like, it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it is so good. And so I'm so sorry if you did not get your hands on this one, because I do absolutely love it. But I would recommend really any Juvia's Place palette. Like, look at what they already have out right now, because you'll find something you love. And this is also a very colorful type of palette, and I feel like even if you're a neutral lover, these neutrals are kind of in your face, impactful. So I don't even know if you would like this if you didn't really want to be outside of the box with your eyeshadow, because this palette is just kind of all over the place, but amazing in so many ways. So I had to mention the Tribe palette from Juvia's, but honestly all Juvia's Place palettes are so amazing, and I hope they don't continue discontinuing things, because it just is sad. It's kind of hard. And lastly, a limited edition palette that I absolutely am so glad I have is the Melt Mirtay palette. This came out for Black Friday last year. I got it that day that it came out, and it is just so beautiful. The packaging is amazing, and the color story is so unique. We have these burgundies, we have these dark blues and the mints, and I don't know, I've created some awesome looks with this palette. Like, just, it's so colorful, it's so beautiful, and I really love the formula here. Like the mattes are so pigmented, and then the shimmers are really gorgeous. And you know, I've done looks just burgundy, just blue, just mint, and then I've done it like all of the above together, and I really love it. So I had to mention this palette. I'm so sad that they discontinued it, but it was such a successful launch. It was so good. I kind of wish I had the other palette that goes with this one, but I wasn't as interested in it, and these are like, I think they were like $58 each, so I'm happy with this one, but I thought I'd mention that one as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Let me know if you want more, if, I don't know, maybe I could do a get ready with me talking about limited edition, the whole concept of limited edition and how we feel about it. Let me know your thoughts as well, and maybe your favorite limited edition palettes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great day. Bye.